Hello and welcome to LeadCon, your sales companion. Today I'm going to take you through how you could achieve more sales in real estate and sell more properties using LeadCon. LeadCon is basically based on three major parts. Part 1 is knowing about the customer, getting the right knowledge about the customer to understand what exactly you should sell him. Part 2, giving information to the customer because that is where he's going to do his buying decision, helping him with the information the way he wants, from the place he wants and at the time that he wants. And part 3 is being available for the customer, because today's customer is so volatile that if you go out of sight, you go out of mind, and a lead which goes out of mind is nothing but a lost lead and a lost sale. And that's where LeadCon is going to help you with, ensuring that you are always in front of the customer, helping him with the right information on the basis of the knowledge that you have about him. How can you do that? Part 1, using the inquiry form that LeadCon has got, you can create a very custom inquiry form on the basis of the properties that you are selling or the type of different houses or apartments that you have in your kitty. Like for example, it could talk about why is the customer planning to buy this house or the commercial property. Is it an investment? Is it a self-use? Is it for their retirement, and so on and so forth. Part 2, we are going to ask them about what kind of a property are they looking at. Is it a 1 BHK, a 2 BHK or a 4 BHK, and so on and so forth. Whether they are interested in an apartment or a penthouse or a bungalow or whatever it is. Part 4, we can ask them that would they be staying just with the family or they would also be having an extended family with them. Like would there be just kids, just the couple, or kids, couple and their parents as well, because a lot of elements change after that. You can also ask them about what all different amenities would they be interested. Like if they have kids, they would talk about children's play area, they would talk about school nearby, they would ask about colleges nearby. If it's grandparents that they have, they will talk about hospitals that are nearby, maybe a jogging track or a walking area or a garden for the grandparents to walk. Maybe they could also ask about if the same place, the same property has got a walking area themselves. All these different elements that you note down right now in the first phase of knowing something about the lead is going to ultimately help you to suggest him with the right property. Because it's not necessary that you will only have one property, you may have also different properties, because we believe that if you are getting a lead, that lead should never go empty-handed unless and until you don't have anything to offer to them. So it's always better to know more about the lead, so that when the lead, if you know the certain details, you can also suggest them other properties that they could be showing interest in, right? So once all this data is filled in, you know the exact knowledge about the customer, you can do your backward analysis in terms of what kind of properties you can show them. Where in the second phase of sharing the information with the customer, you can simply create multiple templates into the platform via email, SMS, WhatsApp, even social media, where you can talk about benefits of choosing a certain property. Why have earlier users have already chosen that property? What all different places are around that property, such as with Google Map links, such as schools, colleges, hospitals, gardens, and so on and so forth. Then you could talk about what is the closest railway station, what is the closest airport, and all these different parameters. One another factor that we have seen our users doing is the part of how less the traffic is from their working space. So in the inquiry section, you can also take down where is their work area, so that you can also plot them that okay, from different work areas around this property, these are the different routes on the basis of the different time frames in the day. See, one of the most crucial element is you can be as creative as possible with respect to sharing information, because this information is something which the customer is going to buy on. Maybe for the lady in the house, for her kitchen is important. In case your property is showcasing special chimneys and kitchen elements, then you could also talk about that, because for that lady it could be a very important part. And as we all know, the lady in the house is the one who takes the decision for buying a property. Then probably you could also share her a certain details about why earlier families have come on to the property considering the kitchen and the other factors. You could also talk about the floor chart, the floor plan of your specific property on the basis of different floors, because on different floors you might have different places. There could be a family who would be very much interested in the astrological aspect. Then you could also share the aspect of Vastu, about how this property is beneficial in Vastu to these customers. Once all this is given, remember, all this information is not supposed to be shared in one go. You can create multiple trinkets of information which can be shared at a click of a button, like right from the time they met till the time they are going to do the decision, understanding what exactly they wanted. Once this is done, the third most important aspect is being available. Using LeadCon's bulk email, SMS, WhatsApp, the element of meetings, the element of connecting via 10 different tools, you can always be in front of the customer with all this information that we just spoke about. The benefit of that is when you do it at that time, the customer gets confident about the property, and that is where he does the decision of buying, where you can just simply send him a quote on the basis of the property that he has chosen, maybe on the floor wise or Vastu wise or whatever, and you can send him a quote using the LeadCon platform for that specific home or the apartment, and guess what? He accepts the quote and you got a successful customer, a happy customer who does not keep this home for himself. Rather, he goes ahead and helps you with references, because that's where you actually start making more money, right? So this is how you could use LeadCon. I've just shared a small part of how you could use LeadCon, and this is the most effective part which our earlier real estate users have been using in this format. There are 30 odd other elements that you could use in. You could have the demo, you can download the application right now from your app store on the Play Store, and you can go ahead with the demo. Call us or connect with us on our website or our YouTube page or our videos to know more about us, right? Best of luck by selling real estate, because you are really doing a great deed by helping people with a roof on their head. We at LeadCon are always there as your sales companion. Thank you so much.